that you've been practicing with the default weapons that come with the game, you might be interested in opening up the starter package, which, as of right now, has the heavy vest, FAMAS, M24, sport shades, and M1911 handgun. The second item in the starter pack is the FAMAS assault rifle. If you're wondering why it has such a strange name, it's French. Well, basically, in this case, it's generally a step up from the M16A3 that you've been using thus far. The damage is a little better, so it's not going to quite take the amount of bullets. You're probably looking at more like 3 or 4 rounds, maybe 5, to take down a target, so the 5 or 6 with the M16. The portability is a little better, so you're going to be able to run a little bit faster with it. The rate of fire is about the same. Recoil is probably a little more controllable, depending on the range. The accuracy is a little bit better, so you're going to have a little bit more luck with medium targets as long as you can control the recoil. But you're going to feel a little more recoil at certain points than with the M16A3. It only has automatic fires. It doesn't have a burst on this one, but it still does have 30 rounds and 3 clips for a total of 90 rounds. For many people, it's a step up. Normally, you would only be able to use it when you're in private first class, but the starter package lets you get around that. And there's also variants that increase damage and whatnot, as well as the NX variant, which comes with its own suppressor and reflex sight. So, all in all, it's a general improvement over the M16. The last item that's of any use in the starter pack is the M1911MEU handgun. This is probably going to be your first changeover from the M96 FS. There's some differences. This is a heavier handgun, so you're looking at, in some points, almost twice the damage. So you're going to be able to take a target down in 2 or 3 shots. Actually, it does more damage than a number of assault rifles. The portability is basically about the same, so you have the same running speed. The rate of fire is a little bit less because it's a heavier handgun, so you're not going to be able to get as many rounds off in a shorter time. The accuracy is slightly better, so you'll have a better chance of those rounds connecting if they're aimed properly. The recoil is a little worse just because of the fact that it's a heavy handgun, so your spread is going to be a little worse if you try to fire all the rounds at once. Basically, the key here is you want to take as careful aim as you can with each of these, since you know that you'll be able to take your target down in 3 hits. It has about half as many rounds in the clip as the M96, so it has only 7 rounds in the clip. It only has 2 clips for a total of 14 bullets. Those are larger rounds. It's a little more take scene getting used to, because you're not going to be firing as fast. You have to take careful aim and try to get in those 3 shots for a kill instead of trying to spam out with a spread like you might have been trying to do with previous handguns. Next you have the M24 sniper rifle. You might recognize this from the training grounds as the same sniper rifle that you were allowed to train with. Well, finally now you get to use it on the maps. It has a number of advantages and disadvantages. It's a bolt action rifle, so you're going to fire 1 shot, hit the clip, 1 more, and so on. As a result of that, you're not really going to have to worry too much about spread. However, it's simply just not going to be the fastest sniper rifle there is. Another disadvantage is it is not usually a 1-shot kill. It does about 90 damage, so it's more likely to be a 2-shot kill. Which can be a disadvantage for those who like to camp and snipe, because usually once you've hit the enemy the first time, they know where it's coming from and can either get out of the way or return fire. However, there are a number of advantages to it. First of all, it's got really good portability for a sniper rifle, so running with it is going to feel like you're running with an assault rifle as opposed to a sniper rifle. As a result, it's good for getting snipe kills on the run, as it were, as needed, versus being a camping sniper. The rate of fire is fairly low for the fact that it's a bolt action. You're going to hit 1 shot, chamber another round, and so on, back and forth. The accuracy is known to be extremely low, the best in the game, as long as you actually hit the target. Although some people have said that this contradicts with the fact that its maximum hit range has a really severe drop-off at some points. Also things having to do with broken hitboxes and other problems. The game may not give you a functional 100% accuracy. And then the recoil itself is probably synonymous with probably about the M16. However, since you're firing one at a time, you're not gonna quite feel it like that way. It has a pretty quick reload, and its drawing speed is pretty fast, so it could even effectively be used as a one-shot assault rifle once you realize where the center of the screen is. So usually it's a balance. Most people have played with the M24 at some time or another. There are more popular sniper rifles, but this does have its place, to be certain. As you know from previous guides, attachments can enhance player with the weapons, and as such, the FAMAS, the M1911, and the M24 can each take attachments. The FAMAS can take the usual S1 suppressor, extended magazine, and any of the ACOG scopes that you'd like. As a result, you'll get a little better range with it. Extended magazine will give you a few more rounds, and the S1 suppressor will take care of a lot of the really artificial popping sound that the FAMAS is famous for. With the 1911, with more of a magazine, you're going to be able to avoid having to be quite as conservative with the gun as you previously had. Obviously, a scope will help you out, pinpointing headshots and such, and silencer is always a good thing, especially with a hip or a handgun. With the M24, it already has a scope, so you can't add one. However, adding even an S1 suppressor will take down the noise and hopefully keep you alive a little bit longer as a sniper. Adding an extended magazine will give you a few more rounds, although since the M24 isn't really a camping sniper weapon, it doesn't make as big a deal as it would with other guns.